So hi everyone. My name is Nagendra Singh. I am the founder of Harita Hive and the Matrix AI. Harita Hive is an educational platform in India, and we are actually offering the online courses for everyone in the world. We have the students from USA and we have the students from Austria and other countries also. So, but that's the different story. We started this workshop today after actually reach out more than 20 students reach out to us that said, please have something for us, a common platform so we can talk about what's the issue with the students and the professionals who are in the early career, we should say. So this is what I always wanted to talk about. If you have any question before that, please do let me know. We have one poll started one poll which would be help us to understand from where are you joining and what's your background. So I want to actually you guys to answer these two questions on the poll. Do we have someone from other background, not particularly from geography, geology, environmental science, or water sector, or like non-related to the GIS background particularly? Do we have someone? If we have someone who is not actually related to the GIS background, geospatial technology, please write in the chat so that we can understand if anyone there who actually want to make a career change right now. Okay, so we have from civil background. We can say civil background is somewhat related to the GIS, but thank you for writing in the chat. This is my first time I'm hosting this much of big webinar to everyone. So if there is any mistake or you want to correct me, please feel free to open to write in the chat that this is something which need to do the correction for that. And who are actually from the electrical design or if anyone from the electricity projects particularly, I would love to hear from you guys to actually to share your resume with me. I am having an opening for the electricity projects right now. So I'm writing in my email ID in the chat. Please feel free to send your resume to me. If we talk about if we talk about the post, we are hiring for the senior GIS solution architect. We are hiring for the backend engineering, backend JS developer. We are hiring for the front end JS developer. We are hiring for the GIS analyst, particularly, but not the one who actually just know how to digitize. So these are the requirement we have. And we have the requirement for Saudi Arabia. We have the requirement for India as well. So feel free to send your resume. If anyone want me to actually review your resume and give you the uh, feedback on your resume or portfolio, please do send your resume and portfolio on my email ID, which is haritahab@gmail.com. Please fill the poll information here so that I can understand where are you from right now and what's your background. The vacancy we are hiring, that's not for fresher as of now, but yes, we will be hiring for the freshers soon. We are hiring for at least 4 years of experience. This is my request to all of you. Please fill the information on the poll so that we can understand where are you joining from and what's your background. Allow me 2 minutes. I'll be back in the meeting. Just allow me 2 minutes. If anyone of you have missed, uh, if anyone of you didn't join the WhatsApp group, we actually update all the requirement there. So that's I have put the WhatsApp group in the chat. You guys can join. If you have any question for me right now, please do let me know in the chat. So we have Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam, Pakistan, Himachal Pradesh, Hyderabad, Bhopal, Mangaluru, India, Uttarakhand, Delhi. Okay. And all are the graduates, GIS, Telecom, GIS, Memtech, Space Science, Geography, Geoinformatics. So all are related to the group only. That's a great thing. So let me give you the overview what today's webinar is all about. You guys can see my screen, right? Perfect. So today's webinar is all about the how to start a career in GIS and GeoAI, particularly if we talk about. So, the people who actually join late uh, on the webinar. So we actually are try to cover today about understanding GIS, importance of GIS across sectors, roles in GIS, future of GIS, and these all the topics we will try to cover in these two seminars. One is today, one is on Sunday, the same time. So welcome all. My name is Nagendra Singh. I am the founder of Harita Hive and Matrix AI. Over the last 3 years, I have trained, I would not say thousands, but yes, I have trained hundreds of learners to build India's fastest growing GI system. And I also have developed something which I will show you in the meeting or today only. So GIS is not a digitization. If I say this, that GIS is not a digitization, I'm really mean it because the thing is, we can see thousands of the employees who actually are working on GIS. And if we talk about the salary part in GIS digitization, right now the salary part is around 12,000 to 20,000. That's the maximum salary actually freshers are getting right now. This is something which actually the freshers are getting 12 to 20,000 Indian rupees. I'm talking about. If we talk about the other countries, so in the US, the minimum like wages are $35,000. So that's how they actually have the higher part. But the living expenses is also high in Saudi, like in the US. And we will cover the automation saves times. We'll just see examples like how GIS can be used in every sectors, particularly what are the Python's languages, why Python is the necessity for everyone, particularly. And then we will require, like we will learn about what are the skills required for this. And right now, if I say thousands of students and the professionals are stuck between which language or which skills they should upgrade. It's not all about the it's not all about the like let's start with the Python, let's start with the JavaScript or R language or other languages, because most of the professionals are stuck between few things. One is, if I talk about, one is which I started. If I say this, I started learning Python language particularly, but the issue was when I was going through the requirement jobs description on LinkedIn on Naukri.com. So there were thousands of job descriptions where they mentioned, okay, we need if we talk about in India particularly. So in India, recruiters doesn't know what to put when they are hiring for junior CS developer. I'm saying just a junior JS developer, not or a intern for a development JS development. So actually, they do not provide every information. They what they do is they actually search on Google and or any other website, and they actually copy those content from there, the role jobs and descriptions, and they put on the interns one. So it is very confusing right now if I talk about. You may be seeing that, okay, for the interns or junior JS developers, they're asking for the ArcGIS JavaScript API. They're asking for the Python language. They are asking for the R language. They are asking for the global map info, global mapper. They are asking for the ArcGIS, QGIS, all the softwares. But the issue is their organization is only working on one software. Either it's ArcGIS, either it's QGIS, either it's global mapper. So it depends on particularly, I would say like when you are applying for those roles, even if you feel fulfilling 40% requirement, I would suggest you to do apply for that particular role. I have seen thousands of professionals who are the fresh graduates who actually wasted their 1 or 2 years while just reading those job descriptions and not applying for it because they thought that we actually not matching the 50% or 80% of the requirement. So they do not apply for it. That's the issue right now. So, so this is one second. Most of you have gone through my profile. So this is my profile. Right now, it's mentioned the Dover, Delaware, United States. Right now, I am in India. I am going to travel to US in February next year. But my company is in the Delaware, particularly, if we talk about. So my company, which is the Matrix AI, this company, we have built something which is actually going to change the world, particularly in climate change. So my company is in the US and it's about the property level risk management. So we have the company in the US for that, and that's why my profile is mentioning the Dover, Delaware. Now I'm going to show you a few employees which actually working for me. So if I talk about, let's start with the Parth. So Parth is, if we go to his profile, he actually did the Master of Science in 2022. So he's having 3 years of experience only right now. But if we talk about his work experience, right now he's working as geospatial consultant in Ramtech software solution for last one year 4 months. And his salary is right now, if I talk about the numbers, his salary is between 12 to 15,000, like 12 to 15 lakh per annum right now, his salary in 3 years. So he upgraded his skills. GIS in if we talk about the salaries in GIS, salaries in GIS even in India, there are the opportunities to work particularly. Then we have the second instructor. She is in US right now, and she's taking the track one, track two, track three for our courses right now. She is the expert in Python, R language with data visualization, and she's holding a PhD from Banaras Hindu University. And then we have the Akshay. He done his master's in University of Munster in Germany, and he is taking care of the track one. Why I'm showing these profiles so you guys can understand what we actually have developed so far. And before going to continue what we actually going to offer you guys today and the later on, how you can actually work on your skills, how you actually can upgrade your skills and learn from it. So I have been giving, if I talk about, let me give you this information here. If I talk about, I have shared thousands of roadmaps for everyone. See, I have shared thousands of roadmap for everyone till now, and those roadmaps does not include my company's courses and all. So I include those like where they can start learning and all the informations are in there. So I do those things particularly if I talk about. So we are actually offering a geospatial technology unlock program. Earlier, we actually designed it for the 90 days, but when we go here for the foundation of geospatial science, so we have total 25 days, which is actually covering the foundation of GIS, and not in theoretical, but in practical sessions. Intro to geospatial tech, GIS concept and data types, coordinate systems, cartography, remote sensing, excuse me, satellite sensors and data acquisition, GNSS and GPS, surveying and open data, spatial analysis and basics, intro to QGIS plugins, projects, data quality, map layouts, dashboards. So these we were teaching, and then we designed the track two, which is focused on Python, R, SQL, PostGIS, and automation pipelines. But the issue was when we say on 26th day of the course, you will be learning the intro to Python for GIS. But we actually find the gap between because most of our students are not uh, familiar with the programming languages. And it's hard to actually familiarize with the programming languages because in our master's program, in our only if I talk about only there are 3 to 4 universities are there which actually working on and are offering the courses on in the MSc, particularly on focusing on the programming languages. So Symbiosis is there, Pune University is there, then we have Amity in Noida, and then we have the Teddy in Noida, and then we have the TIFF in Ranchi. So these are the courses they are actually offering and giving. So we find out that this is something which is not for the basic for the beginners. So what we did is we actually added these 20 days, which is Python basic, like get started with Python. What are the variables and data types? What is the data structure? String operations, looping and control statement, functions, classes, files handling, intro to NumPy and pandas, and then these GeoPython 30 days in total, particularly. So we added these 20 days into the course so that we actually can give the very basic, like starting from the ABCD of the programming languages. So this is what we are actually offering. And then after these 20 days, we start from the track two. And then we go to track three, which is WebGIS and cloud platforms. And then we go for the track four, which is GI and deep learnings. So it's basically, if we talk about the course is designed for 120 days, 120 working days. So that will be like 5 months in total. Other than that, we actually offering our GS Enterprise Mastery course. It's also a 120 days because there are some things which need to add. So we have the foundation and architect, WebGIS and publishing. Then we have the phase three, which is administration and automation. Then we have phase for simulation labs, case study and system design, and then capstone and assessments. So these are the programs we actually offering right now. And the third course we actually offering our course on drone data in geospatial technology, how one can actually use our drone data and how one can actually process. So module one in this is basic the GIS, coordinate systems, raster and vector data, basic of remote sensing. And then from module two, introduction to UAVs, drone hardwares, drone sensors, drone flight principles, drone mission planning concept, drone regulation safety, drone flight mission planning, and then all these the full courses. So if anyone needs these course curriculum, I'll send you over the chat. Now, this is something which we have got, and I wanted to share. I actually got it today only. So actually, they actually inviting me and my team to for Silver Jubilee edition of GeoSmart India 2025. I'm putting the link in the chat so you guys can actually get help out of it and you can apply for it. It's a physical event in New Delhi. And then we have the another request for contribution. We got it from actually it's from the BITAP University in Andhra Pradesh. They actually offering So I'll share this link, the conference website link for you. So if anyone interested in the international conference, they can apply for it. Yes, I'll share the roadmaps in the WhatsApp group also. Now, I want you to share something which is very important for everyone. So we have built it. Let me show you what we have built it so far using a GeoAI platform. So this is something which actually we actually going to train our students in track 3 and track 4 particularly. So we have built this. Actually, this is the platform for the Matrix AI right now. But I wanted to share with you guys. So initially we started launching it under the Hive umbrella. We didn't actually thought that we will be actually building another company in the US which will be working on this. So we initially we started with the Hive only. So we have built it a site suitability analysis for the solar farm analysis, battery energy storage system, agriculture suitability. These are the programs we actually offering. Like we have built it. So how this GI is working right now? So if we go here one by one, solar farm, GIS ready, optimal location for photovoltaic solar installation. So if I go here, I put any information like for an example, go to the map. Tell me one location for which you actually want to see this, how this things works. In India, in US, in Europe, any location for the solar farm.
Tamil Nadu.
Okay. So let's, for an example, Tamil Nadu. So we are taking this, let's take a small village or something. Okay, let's take this village here. Copy the coordinate, put the coordinate here, search for it, and it will give you the address here, which is Kalakuruchi, Tamil Nadu, India. Now, when we are talking about the radius, buffer radius here, so this village, it will be within 1 kilometer radius, we would say, or less than that. But we actually not focusing on a solar farm, getting a solar farm in the village. We actually focusing on around the village particularly because it will not be easy to actually acquire a land in between the village. If we talk about, it's hard to find uh, the backend plot for this. So let's put for 2.5 kilometer. So see here, when we it is 1.5, its analysis area is 7.1 kilometer. When we put 2.5, analysis area is 19.6 kilometer square. Confirm location and continue to factor selection. Now, these are the four factors which is very necessary for the solar farm. One is the solar radiation. Without the solar radiation, there is no capability that you should have uh, any solar farm particularly. So solar radiation is 100%. Slope area is also matters. So I'm taking 90% slope area. Grid connection distance, like from the solar farm to the grid connection, where actually you can distribute the power. So it is also necessary. So the same 90% and the road network distance, we can take it 60%. It's not that much mandatory. Now it's 340%. Normalized to 100%. We have given the same ratio for the DEM and grid connection. So it's the same ratio. We have put the solar radiation highest, so it's highest. and then lowest. Process to analyze setup, run suitability analysis. Now it says that we have find five sites. Best site score 93%, and the total area is 296.9 hectare. The solar radiation breakdown, criteria breakdown is 95%. Slope, they have taken the slope 79%, and grid distance they found 87%, and the road access is 47%. Now the best site, which is 11.4 hectare, excellent suitability, and they have given the coordinates. Right now we actually working on it. So once we will be having this, once we click on this, we will be able to see the map here with the zoom location on that map. We got the first site here. This is the first site, which is 93% accurate for the solar farming, solar plant particularly. Then we have the second here, which is 88%. And why it is 88%? Because see, we got here the 88%. Now, right now, the platform is working on the open source data. So if this house is built like in the near data, particularly we have the access for 2022. So if this house has built after 22, then we will not be able to access. Right now, we actually were building our platform, building our data, particularly for every city. So that we can actually have the real-time data analysis for this. And for that, we actually using the near map images for it. You can see the like how clear these images are from the near map. But these near map images are for the Europe and US only. So we actually integrating the Indian drone data into it so that we can have the real-time images, particularly for the India, and our platform should be able to give the best analysis for this. And then we have these five sites. You can actually download the PDF if you want to actually report. If you don't want to download the report for fully, you can do that. See, the report is solar farm feasibility report for this location, 2.5 kilometer analysis area generated on November 21st. Executive summary, site recommendation, key risk factors. Then we have the key risk factors. What are the risk factors for that? And then the analysis here and the best site for hectare, 11.4, 54, 76, 57, 97. And then solar radiation, 95%. And then the full information, what data sets we have used in it particularly. So we have used the SRTM DEM data, NASA World Claimed Solar Radiation data, then OpenStreetMap grid infrastructure, and then OpenStreetMap road network. So we have used these open source data right now for this particularly. Then if we talk about the capability, so right now the capabilities are site suitability analysis for the solar farm, battery energy storage system, agriculture, urban planning, environment, and then we have the mining areas also. Then we have the farmland intelligence, and then we have the mining operation monitoring. If I talk about the mining operation in monitoring, so actually this is something which we built and we will be able to use after the government will provide us geological data of that particular country or city, so that this platform will be able to actually predict a location for the mining areas in that particular city of location. If I talk about this farmland island, farmland assistant particularly, so let me give you any information on that. As we know that we actually have the best sugarcane in Gokak, Karnataka particularly. So let's choose this particular blaze here. So, sorry if this is not a blaze. See, we have this solar farm here. This solar farm also using the AM data here. You can see if we go to the solar like the street view, you will be able to see the slope here. So there are a lot of slopes available here. So they are using the DEM data for this, for the solar farming, solar farm particularly, not farming. Let's choose one of the city location and then analyzing your field. Yeah, just give the location, give the any location on this, and it will give you the crop health of that particular area, water status, soil quality. See the northern block and then irrigation soil and then action and irrigation soil actions are there. Right now, we actually not using any, excuse me. Right now, we are not using any data sets. We are actually using the open data sets on this. And it's not able to differentiate between if we talk like this is our future product, which we actually working on. It's giving us uh, the analysis based on the Sentinel-2 image right now. Oh, I have someone from Gokak. If I talk about actually, I have lived in Gulbarga district. I have studied in BSc Geography from Central University of Karnataka. So I have lived my wonderful 3 years in Karnataka particularly. Now, someone asked me on the chat, please briefly explain from the start. So I'm not going to actually define from the start, but actually what we are actually doing here, we actually worked only three languages. If I talk about not actually three, we actually integrated five languages in total here in this platform. One is Python, one is SQL, one is DR programming for data visualization, and then we use the JavaScript particularly for this product if I talk about. And we integrated the OpenAI chat GPT particularly on this so that it can generate the report particularly after giving the input. Yes, the recording will be shared with you guys also in the WhatsApp group. That's why I put the link in the WhatsApp group of the WhatsApp group in the chat so you guys can join. Let me again put the WhatsApp link. One second. So we have created a WhatsApp group for called a Geospatial Task Force. You guys can join the group, and we will be sharing this recording on there. Yeah. So we have developed this farmland analysis, particularly which actually can analyze your crop health, analyze the irrigation in the plants, like the moisture in the plant, and then read give this soil textures and what fertilizers actually needed in the farmland, and the actions for every location. Right now, it says the what is the eastern corner zone. Monitor eastern corner closely. Organic matter to southern zone. General health is good. Next phase is better plant. But right now, it's not giving any location, like not coordinates for that particular location. So we are building this particularly, and it's not fully functional as of now, if I talk about. So, before going to give you other information, I actually want to give you the information on HydraHype.com. So, it's not about only the like we have the premium plan. We do have the free access to the students, particularly. If I talk about this thing, and for students, for professionals, and that is free access which you can sign up on the platform right now. The website is not allowing you to sign up because we actually the backend developers are working on it, so it will be live on Monday, particularly if I talk about the timing. Monday Indian time around 11 o'clock in the morning, the platform will be live as per their commitment to me. So I just wanted to share about the few information actually. So what we actually offering in the free access to everyone, we actually offering the free access and newsletter. So you guys should be aware of what are the trends in GIS and geospatial technology. I don't use word GIS. I use geospatial technology because it's combined of remote sensing and GIS and other industries. So Geospatial Network Hub, newsletter hub, which is actually giving you the daily schedule, daily news about the companies in the market, the job openings in the market, and the trends in the market, skills in the market, open resources available in the market, which you can learn from it. Other than that, it's a community forum here, which actually like a GitHub. You actually create your post, your issues here, and then the expert will reply. Either expert from Hive or either experts from other communities, like in GIS communities. They have access to it and they can reply to your comment if they have the knowledge for that. Like just like Quora and other Reddit and other platforms. Then we have the challenges, which is actually like build a GI dashboard using OpenStreetMap and Python in 1 hour. And we actually open these challenges to everyone so that they can actually showcase their skills. Sometimes we do hire from this point, and sometimes the other companies also hire on our recommendation. What's the price? If we talk about the price, so featured on Hive homepage, digital certificate of excellence, social shootout on LinkedIn and newsletter, and access to one premium tool or template. Here, challenge instructions. Put the code or whatever you're building on GitHub, or make a YouTube tutorials, and then send it to the contact at the rate or gmail.com. Other than that, the career stays here, like the portfolio builder. Earlier, I was using to like I was charging to every professional in the market. That was like 2,500 Indian rupees, which is around $20 to the professionals to build their portfolio. But I thought that this is something which can be offered freely for everyone, and this will help every professional in the market in the GIS to build their platform, their like build their portfolio particularly. So what you can do here, just put your name, email ID, summary, professional summary. If you are not able to write it, just write two, 3 lines, and then the chat GPT, which is integrated here, will write your professional summary, but based on what you write here only. Then projects, we have the few projects here. You can use those projects as a template, and you can add your own project on that particularly. Right now it's not working, but in the live it will be working. Add projects, and you will be able to add projects. Just give this little information like MCQ questions, and you give the information, you put the information, your portfolio will be ready. Skills, add your skills here, the programming skills, GIS skills, analysis skills. Then templates, you can use the templates for like if you're applying for the urban planning, GIS analyst role, developer role, consultant role, remote sensing analyst role, a GIS specialist role. You can use those templates. Template would be available here, and then the preview. You can check your preview. You can calculate your ATS scores for the portfolio, and then in the export, you can actually either download in the PDF form or either email resume. Yeah, generate LinkedIn content on that optimization platform, and then these are the free access we actually right now working. I cannot promise that these all would be live from Monday, but yes, we actually planning to fulfill all the requirements and make it public by Monday. Skill roadmap. I have more than 2,000 students reach out to me actually in uh in April and March, and I forgot about those people. So we built something here which is a skill roadmap. You upload your resume here, and then once you upload your resume here, and after that, now let's do something this. So it's not giving the information of the resume, so that's failed. And then in the additional details, please mute yourself. Hello. Yeah. So upload resume, additional details which you can add particularly like for which role you want to apply for it, what skills you want to learn, and then it will give you a that roadmap for next 6 months with the open source platforms available. Like open source, if I talk about the open source, you have the QGIS tutorials, tutorials.com, and those other open source platforms. So this is my favorite, particularly. So we have the QGIS tutorials. You go here and then click on basic operations, right? It doesn't make you the perfect in programming and all because they don't they these this website does not offer any free access to the programming languages and all. But yes, you can here it's having all the procedure here with the images, so you can actually build your portfolio based on these. So these give the red roadmap gives you the links, all those available links on the market, which actually are open source, so that you can, if you don't want to learn by yourself and you cannot afford the courses. Particularly if I talk about the fees, so there are the companies in India, one institute in Bangalore, one is in Bhubaneswar. I forgot the name, but it's something Skyline or something. So, and there are more than 10 institutes in Delhi NCR particularly. So these institutes are charging students for the diploma and certification courses for 25,000 and not offering any actually value to them. So if you cannot afford those fees, these fees particularly, right? We are also offering the courses, and those courses are for uh, somewhere between 12,000 to 25,000. We actually offering the courses, but not all the courses are from for 25,000. Only the ArcGIS Enterprise Master course we actually offering that is for 25,000 rupees, and that you can pay in three EMIs. Other than that, our courses are between 20, like 12 to 15,000 only. All the other courses. Yeah, so like if someone cannot afford that, they can actually learn by themselves. So those access also there here. And then we have the leaderboard. This is not something. This is for internal purpose. Like what are all are the or all contributor are there. So contributor is for like you create some tool. For an example, uh, you create a tool or write a code for symbology. Like you may be aware of that in ArcGIS or in QGIS and any GIS software, if you are working on digitization, you have to choose the symbology so that you can identify the features based on those symbology colors and all. So every time, whenever you open the new file, you have to choose those symbology. But we have the tool for that. We just use that tool, and that tool gives the symbology colors and all based on the name of the particular file. So if it says road, so it use the road colors also. If it is says walls or says a butter body, so it's used color for that particularly. So we have that particularly, and you can actually upload your tool here. And this is also here from here we actually hire. So right now we like not hire, we will be hiring from all the like who would be the top contributors in the market. So this is also available freely for everyone. In the create, we have a few tools, which is Content Studio, where actually you can create any ebook or something, or you can actually build your portfolio, record your screen, and then paste it here. Particularly like rewarding your work, particularly if I say in that terms. So we have those people here, and then Project Studio. So we have the few projects here, like create a project, choose any topic, domain, and then description, add your QG tool you have used in this, and then GitHub repository, collab notebook, live demo, and you can actually share it. Like you don't, if you don't have any website to actually share your work to anyone, so you can use this project studio, and you can share this project for everyone. That link, and the other client will be able to see your work here. That okay, you have worked on this project, and you put that live demo, paste it on YouTube or anything. Even if you don't know how, like if you don't want to share your face on the video, just close the video camera and then record the screen and paste it on you like upload on YouTube. Unless YouTube have other options like unlisted, private, and all, so you can use the unlisted one, and it will not be available publicly for everyone. Other than that, we have the GIS tools. We actually are uploading all the tools available on the market, freely available, and the paid payment. So we have these tools here. These tools are developed by me, and also there are some tools which actually developed by the other professors and those other. So actually, you can we have this subscription, 3 month subscription for these tools for unlimited downloads. If you want individually, you can use it, and then if you want like these are the six tools we have: the Remote Sense Pro, Hydro GIS Labs, Terrain Tech. Then it was developed by the WebGIS solution. It was developed by the Sarachen, and it was developed by the Geospatial Pro. So these are the tools which actually you can download and you can actually use it. So that this GIS tools is not available freely for everyone. Then we have the market here, the plugin marketplace, which is actually for everyone to actually use it. Like these are the freely available for the Harita Hive team. Like by the Harita Hive team, we have developed this advanced buffer tool, Harita Hive raster fusion, NDVI analysis tool, raster mosaic creator, Harita Hive geomerge, DEM analysis suite, network analysis, satellite image classification, object detection for satellite images, 3D terrain visualizer, and these tools we are having on the hyderabad.com. So these are the freely available for everyone, and you can learn from it. So if anyone have any question for me, you can actually write in the chat or ask here. I can actually guide you on that. And if anyone actually would like to have a one-to-one session with me, you can actually email me on hyderabad@gmail.com. I'm mostly available on Saturday and Sundays, but not in the weekend, like weekdays. I'm available on the weekend. So you can reach out to me on that. Other than that, we actually offering the one-to-one sessions and all. But my purpose was to for this webinar that I should offer something for you which actually can upgrade your skills. Although if you have checked out my LinkedIn, I always share the free access, free materials on the platform. Like I did say for the GATE 2026 exam, like there are thousands of MCQs in the PDF. You can learn from it and you can apply for it. And I'm sure that you will be able to score within 100, top 100 geomatics engineering GATE exam, a rank between 100, like in between 1 to 100. Hi, if you actually carefully read and study that particular MCQ, so we designed that MCQ in that terms, in those perspective. Other than that, we actually thought that we will be sharing the free resources every Monday and Wednesday on LinkedIn. So feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to actually uh, let me say my if anyone of you don't know my profile on LinkedIn. So I'm putting my profile on the chat, so you can actually join it uh, and follow me to for more updates. So I can show you the presentation, and you can see the presentation how you can actually uh, get benefit of my resources freely. But I would love to have a one-to-one conversation, or if anyone of you having any question, any doubt, or are you feeling stuck with like in GIS digitization right now, and your salary is like 25,000, then this course is for you particularly. Other than that, if you do not want to enroll into the course, that's okay. We actually not selling the course here. I am here actually to help all the students. So if I say this, we actually, I wanted to actually announce this thing. We actually working in with the UGC, the University Grant Commission, and UGC is going to guide all the state and the central universities and IITs to actually have the master degree dissertation for 1 year. And we actually are hiring for master students from next July 2026. And we will be providing the research in our lab in New Delhi. We are setting up a lab in New Delhi, and we actually hiring a project scientist with like with which is actually having a PhD in particular subjects and with minimum 10 years of experience. So we are hiring for the project scientist, and we will be offering the stipends for the master students. So if anyone of your friend or colleague or someone who is having like who actually doing MSc right now. So please share my profile to them. We will be starting hiring from March for the interns and like for the digitation. That digitation would be like paid stipends, and that would be around 20,000 in the stipend, so that they can easily live in New Delhi and they can do the research. If anyone of you have any question for me, you can write in the chat or you can unmute yourself and you can ask here. Make sure to like switch on your video so that I can understand like from like who is talking about or having any question for that. Any one of you, please do not hesitate. If any one of you have any question, want to talk about it, please do ask. Unmute yourself or write in the chat.
Hi Nagendra. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, actually, my name is Durai from Chennai, Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
I completed my bachelor's in 2018 as a civil engineer. Okay, I somehow end up as a GIS analyst in MNC company called Trimble as a GIS analyst.
Yeah, I
So
understand.
yeah, they were doing their projects completely on road network, like digitizing the road network, checking the attributes and finding the heights, width of the road and speed limit, everything.
Okay.
It was very comfortable job, I've been working there for around 6 years. So I have no idea about what GIS is and how this field works. When I come out from the company, I feel like I don't know anything. Like now I am working as a senior GIS engineer in a startup company which is based on real estate and location intelligence.
Okay.
So so what I feel is like those 5 years I wasted my time, and I completely worked on just checking the attributes, digitizing, and it's fully completely worked on QJS. So when I come out
Okay.
from that company, I feel like overwhelmed. Like GIS is like they have plenty of sectors, and whatever the JD, if I am looking for different job, that JD must have Python. So they are
Yeah,
looking for
that's the if I talk about
yeah.
uh yeah, so that's the thing. Like what's your right like right now you are confused between like how you can upgrade your skills, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So right, the very first thing is you didn't waste your 5 years. Keep in mind,
Yeah,
digitized when I'm talking about like in the start when I talk about like GIS is not a digitization,
yeah.
that's like not for a long term if I talk about.
Mm,
Yes, everyone in the industry starts with the digitization. Me too have started with digitization, but I would say I was blessed by the God and the good mentors. So I did digitization work only for like the initial 6 months, and
okay,
after that I never worked on the digitization part. But that's a different story. If I talk about. If like I shared in this start, I shared about the part. So he has done the MSc in geoinformatics from Symbiosis, but initially he did digitization for 6 months. If you go to his profile and try to learn about the role and responsibilities, he did the digitization in the start, and then he upgraded his skills and excuse me, and then landed the job in a development part.
okay,
So the thing is, you didn't waste your 5 years, but I would say these companies, if you even the MNCs right now. I have read thousands of messages from the students and the professionals who actually are working in the MNCs. And they said that actually the MNC is offering us 25,000 rupees and they actually giving us the digitization task.
Yes, exactly. That's how I started.
Yeah, yeah. So now the thing is, see, digitization is very necessary so that you can actually have hands-on experience on every tool in the market. Like there
Yes.
are thousands there. If I say when I started digitization, we were using QGIS in the start, but I did ask my director that do we have the LGS? And they mentioned yes, we do have LGS. So I said I want to actually, if there is nothing, if we are not using LGS for the project, can I have access to the LGS and can I have 1 hour like I'll spend my 1 hour extra in the job and I will be learning the LGS.
Mm.
And they allowed me. After that, I learned global mapper. I learned the map info. I learned the DAS Imagine. I learned the Survey 123, which is like the UK tool particularly. And then I learned thousands of the tools available in the market. Even if I say in the like this is my personal experience in the QC areas, there are more than any other software. If we compare RGS or any global mapper or any other tool, so our QGIS is having more tools in comparison to other softwares. There are the thousands of the plugins available in the market, in even in the QGIS. But now, if you want to learn Python, so if you actually can afford any course, if there is any physical institution in your local area, you can actually join them. If not, we have the course, and that is in the evening, 8:30, 8:30 or 9 o'clock, I guess. So we have the batch in the evening
Okay.
for the professionals, working professionals. So they can join in the evening, and the recordings are available for everyone Monday to Friday. Course offers Monday to Friday, 9 o'clock to 10:30 in the evening, and the recordings are available. And the fees is 14,999, and the course is for months, like 120 days. And other than that, you can pay in three EMIs. So that's the
Yes.
option available. Yeah. But if you want to learn from the open source,
Yes.
so I would be sharing few tools in the market, which is actually few resources in the market available freely, so you can learn. The speed of learning from those resources would be slow, but yes, you will be able to learn it if you have that capability and if you're really interested in learning and upgrading your skills.
Yeah, like I have one more question about that. Like I have switched the job. It almost 6 months. So I've been
Yeah.
working in a startup company, and I started learning Python. Yeah, I started learning Python. I'm using RJS now, and I have created application, a full stack application with the front end of MapLab and back end of PostGIS with Postgres. So yeah, with the help of AI, I have done everything. But what is GeoAI and how it is useful? Like, how can we connect GIS plus AI? Like, I have seen like GeoAI is, and I've scrolled down. I've been following you for a long time actually. From I know like I am following you for a long time. So I'm always whatever the post you are posting, I used to save it and I started referring it. So
Okay.
when you post about the GeoAI or something, I was really confused like what GeoAI is and how it is going to help in the GIS field. So that is
I
one more
know
question.
I know that this question will come up. Someone will ask this question. So right now I show you guys something on the platform, right?
Yes,
The site suitability analysis.
yes, yes, yes.
That's the GUI.
Sure.
Now let me break it for you. Farman, please mute yourself. If you don't have any question. So, Aman, please mute yourself. 1 second. Okay. So, when I'm talking about 1 second. Yeah. So when I'm talking about the GUI, if I break down particularly, so we have the data available in the market. We have the OpenStreetMap data available. We have the DEM data from the USGS Earth Explorer or Earth Observation Browser, which is a European platform. We have those access. Now, what I did in that platform is I integrated all those resources into it. Like I put all the data into the server, like not downloading, but using their WMS links and the APIs links on the platform. So whenever I'm searching for a location for a data for the platform, so you have seen that it gave the result in within 30 minutes, 30 seconds, and within 1 minute, I would say. So it gave the result in 1 minute. Now it's using the data from all those four resources. One is OpenStreet data for road network, for the land classification, and then the DEM data from NASA, and then SRTM data from NASA, and then we have the third data, which is for the elevation for terrain data, particularly. So those data were integrated into the platform. I'm using the APIs from 105 countries in the world. So I can access all the data from 105 countries. Right now, um, officially, we have integrated the real-time data for France, Austria, Germany, UK, Spain, Portugal, Morocco, US, and Canada and Iceland. So these are the countries we have officially integrated the data, real-time data, and because we have signed up the trade like agreement with the government there. So what is GeoAI? It's a written a code in the in the Python language, which actually doing the automation that okay, if someone asks for a location, if someone write the location, first search the location, give the result in the address on the front end that okay, if you are putting the coordinate, this is the address. This is particular the address for the location. And then select all based on the selection, based on the features you select, like what are the like factors you want to put. Based on that, once you click on run analysis, so algorithm in the backend is actually doing the analysis and collecting the data from those resources, those sources particularly, and then doing the calculation based on them, then giving you the best output for your product particularly. So this is the GeoAI. Like you develop a platform which is actually working in the worldwide and giving you the output for every location.
Yeah, understood. Nagandar. Like, I have one more question. Sorry to trouble you.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Not an issue.
Yeah,
We actually hosted, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I mean, I started learning Python. So I feel like, I am a kind of developer. So what is the difference between software developer and a person who are using GIS with the programming language? I see the different job roles like GIS data engineer, GIS software professionals. So what exactly the difference between them? The only difference I feel is like data. So we are using spatial data, they are using normal data, non-spatial data. Is that the difference, or somewhat am I missing?
Okay. So, like you want to understand about the GIS developer and the no, like the software engineering.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay. So the difference between both, actually, it depends on the skills. Particularly if I talk about, it's basically different between person to person. If you are a full stack GIS developer, so in GIS, we actually can use limited number of programming languages, limited
Yes.
number of libraries are there.
Yeah,
But
there will be a lot of libraries. Yes.
if we talk about the software engineering, they have numerous numbers of libraries, numerous numbers of data sets, numerous numbers of the languages they apply. They use the libraries available in the market, and then that's the only difference. Like someone who actually learning 100%, someone who actually learning the 60% of it.
Mhm. Okay.
But that doesn't mean that if you are a full stack GIS developer and you know every language which actually needed in GIS, which is mainly focusing on if I talk about, so focused on the language in GIS, I prefer like there are only 8 languages which are actually the majors one. So for the web development we need HTML, JavaScript, Python, R programming, SQL, and then yeah, these are the languages primarily we use. And the other
Yes.
software engineering they actually use other libraries, tools available in the market.
Yes.
That's the major difference. But that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you set up your like you can be hired in for like 8 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if I talk
Yeah.
about the
Yeah. No, yeah, understood.
salary
Understood.
payment, yeah. So that's the thing.
Like last question, like what are the sectors we need to focus more? Like I have seen plenty of sectors like smart cities, climate and environment, transportation. So there are plenty of sectors there in GIS. I mean, almost all the sectors started adopting
My
GIS.
my best advice is to actually do not focus on sectors to
Okay.
actually gain the skills. Focus on the data sets available in the market. That these are the data sets available. I have to build a portfolio. Like for me, if I talk about myself, I have more interest in the water sector, but I have built a platform for the climate change.
Understood.
But that is the difference, yeah. But I would recommend if you are in the earlier career phase, like you have 3 years or 4 years of experience, so I would recommend you to actually do not actually go with the same industry. Like if Trimble is using a road network and you have actually a position available in the other company which is actually hiring for the road network, and there is another one company which is in working on the transportation or working on the climate change data sets, and they actually offer you the salary. So I'm talking about the mindset here. So there is one
Yes.
company who actually giving you the opportunity in your stream which you have worked for in the last
Yes.
company,
Yes.
and there is another company which actually giving the opportunity to you but in the another stream,
Yes.
and the
Exactly.
salary difference is like 2,000 rupees. So I would recommend
Yes.
you to actually go with the lesser salary, but for the different climate, like different stream, so that you can actually have the access, have the analysis availability, and then upgrade your skills based on that particular data, particular company's work.
Yes. Understood. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Thank you.
how
Thank you,
that's
Nagenda.
that's how everyone learn.
Yeah. Understood. Understood. Thank you, Nagenda. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. If anyone other one have any question, please do ask.
Yeah, I have a question like, what is the stage your current course is going on? Like, how many classes have been completed, or are you planning for a new batch or something, or what?
Okay, so We have two batches right now. One was started in August, 1st August, but in between there was not that good regular classes initially because we were actually struggling to hire good instructors. But we actually, if I talk about the batch one, so in batch one, the track two, like the track two which I said, the first 20 days, those first 20 days has been completed, and then track two from the course curriculum is getting started. Then we have the batch two, which was started 20 days ago. So that's is going to complete the track one. And then we have the track three, which we actually planning to launch from Monday. So yeah, we have that batch which is going to start, and that is from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the evening. Other than that, we have the courses for the drone. So we have the morning class, morning batch in 11 o'clock. That is for drone course. And then we have the another one batch, which is for RGS Enterprise. And that is in the morning, 10 o'clock.
Okay. Okay. So this third batch, which is going to start from like Monday onwards, so this is 6:30 to 8.
Yeah, 6:30 p.m. in the evening. So 6:30 to 8 p.m. 6:30 or 7, that we actually we haven't decided. But yes, we cannot actually extend like we cannot start from 8 because there is another batch from 9 o'clock. So we actually offering from 7, we can actually offer from 7 to 8:30 or 6:30 to 8.
7 to 8:30. Okay, okay. That might be a better choice then. But
Yeah,
another thing to so is it 1.5 hour or 1 hour?
yeah, 1.5 hour from Monday to Friday.
And this drone classes, so this is completely online or there is some like
Okay, so the thing is, for the drawn one, if I talk about, we actually didn't offer the drawn one, but someone reached out to us who actually wanted to learn the drawn, particularly like how they can process the drawn images, drawn data into the softwares, and then so me and the student, we both actually built this curriculum and started offering this course particularly. So we actually offering this course only for two students as of now, but it's completely online. So it doesn't have the drone flying experience in it.
so
Like
basically it is regarding the data processing part.
yeah, it's basically from like how you can integrate the data into the software and then how you can process the data like doing
Hmm,
the mosaicing, doing the like merging the images and the processing the full data particularly.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
So
yeah.
I have like I don't know. This is a request or a suggestion kind of thing. So basically, if that is talking about the image processing part, so maybe you can extend part of this geospatial course only one module you can also integrate. So I think that will be useful for the students.
From like which one in drone?
Yeah, yeah. So the
Yeah.
GIS full stack course what
For
you
the
are
drone.
developing, so one module you can integrate, like the drone image
So
processing part.
So what we are actually doing is we actually offer like as I mentioned the student was the fresher. He didn't know about anything. Like he actually changing the stream from the other part to the GIS. So we build this course for him. And what actually we are going to do is we actually going to give we actually when once we complete the drone data processing, we will be actually offering the course into the programming part, like how one can use the programming into data processing in Drawn. So this is what we actually thinking, and thank you for the request. Yeah, I think that would be the great for him also for other batches if we plan to start in the future.
Yes, it's because drone. So these days, this is useful actually, and since people are already learning, so I think they can also continue with this thing, and this might be useful for many people actually.
Yeah, it will be like if we talk about the GI, yes, GI, we can actually use the drone data for GI analysis for any sector, for agriculture, for mining, for water sector, like you name it, and you can use it GI analysis for the drone data. So yeah, that's the perfect, the best advice you have given. Thank you.
Okay, so the course is starting from Monday. Okay,
Yeah, the course is getting a start from Monday.
and it will basically start from the basics part, right? And how long will the basics continue? Like the
So
maybe.
basic is getting covered in the course curriculum, as I mentioned, the course curriculum for the track one is for 25 days, but that takes 25 days means the working 25 days. So that means 1 month, the fully like one and a half, like one and a one half, 1 month, 10 days, I would say.
Okay, and in that also you are covering the GPS, GNSS, all those parts.
Right.
Okay.
So track one is actually why we designed track one, because the students should have if a working professional who is actually working for 3 months, 3 years. So if it is just to revise their knowledge, particularly with the integrating the theoretical and the practical classes. So the track one is integrated with the 50% theoretical and 50% practical. Track two to track four, all are practical sessions, not the theoretical sessions.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine. So, like, I don't know, because many people might be there, but people who are interested in learning GI skills and all might be from the same background only. Like, many people might be there who want to switch and come to this field. So, but
That's why we integrated.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So
why we
that's why
integrated with the track one. Yeah.
okay, fair enough.
So
So, okay.
yeah. So if anyone of you is having actually want to have the one-to-one conversation with me, you can send your resume to review, or you can send a request to one-to-one session on Monday, on Saturday and Saturday, and that is on haitahive@gmail.com or contact@haitahive.com. And please do share your
Hello.
resume if you want to actually have if you have any experience in electricity mapping. Yes, Satish, please
Hi,
go on.
Nagendra. Yes, sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt
right.
you. I'm Satish from Chennai. Now I'm working in a Cognizant in a GIS projects, like
Okay.
to updating speed limit, traffic sign, DOT, road geo, to updating here maps by using of Atlas software. Okay. So my almost I completed 2 years in this company. So my doubt was when I'm switching to other companies. Okay, the Atlas is a client software, right? So they consider as a fresher if we are working on other software like QGIS or GS like that, right? So what's your thought on that? Do we continue that if we are working on a client software, is it good for in a GIS field, or it will be impact, or what kind of softwares we need to focus on that?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what my doubt.
Satish, the thing is, you remember I recommend the qgstutorial.com.
Yes, yes,
So that is particularly gives you the overview to every student in the world who actually want to start with the QGIS software. And I always recommend QGIS to everyone because QGIS gave me power to actually work on any software. So when I actually this is the confusion with for every professional student, they actually only use a minimal activity on they do the minimal activity on QGIS, just like with the
yes.
digitization they do in the QGIS.
Digitization.
They just load the data into QGIS and do the data and making a map. That's like 5 to 10% of QGIS. In QGIS, you can actually do the
Yes.
threshold method. You can actually calculate all the analysis in the QGIS. So if you are an expert in QGIS, no such company in the world actually can give you like, even if you mention in the QGIS that okay, in your resume that I have worked on the QGIS and these are the 3 4 projects I have done. For an example, semi classification, which is for raster classification. Other than
Mm.
that, road network analysis. There is a soft tool in QGIS. You use that. You
Yes.
put that thing in your portfolio. That okay, I have done the road network analysis using the QGIS tool. Other than that, there's the water sector, which is like you can actually calculate the NDVI, like the vegetation indexes, and do the threshold method into that. So that is also available in the QGIS. If you put these three only, no such
Yes.
company in the world which actually will consider you as a fresher. So
Mm.
when I why I recommend, because QGIS is freely available, and there are
Yes.
more than 25 resources available where you can learn from it. You like if you're earning a good amount of salary from the current company using the client software, not an issue in that. Just give yourself 30 minutes or 1 hour in a day and try to learn QGIS. It will
Yes. Sure.
give you the knowledge, and it will upgrade your skills. But I do not recommend anyone to actually use just software for the digitization work. Do the actual analysis in the softwares.
Thank you.
Yeah. And for the analysis, if you are stuck for anything, you can reach out to me. I have my WhatsApp number given on the platform. I have my WhatsApp
Yes.
number. I can put in the chat. You can reach out to me, and even in the group, which is the WhatsApp group, you can see my number and you can reach out to me directly. So I always available. And if I talk about the availability, I'm available from 9 morning to till 3 o'clock in the morning. Like I work for the US because I have the team in the US. So they work for me. So I'm also doing the US team setup and the Indian team setup. So I'm available from 9 o'clock morning to like till even like I would say in the morning 2 o'clock.
Sure.
Yeah. And again, this is a request for everyone. If anyone of you or you know someone who actually uh, having electricity mapping experience, at least 3 years of experience, please share your resume or their resume to me on contact@haritahive.com or haritahive@gmail.com. And we actually offering a good salaries, even above the market in India. Excuse me. Okay, everyone. So if anyone of you have any question, please do ask. Otherwise, this meeting will be end in 5 minutes. And I'm also